The king tides have returned. This video showing some of the typical flooding along the Embarcadero in San Francisco. So keep an eye out if your weekend plans include activities near the water, and also especially if you're going into the North Bay when you get off the freeways, those low-lying areas.
Yeah, any road that's maybe low-lying, or if you go for early jogs, something like that around high tide, some of the trails may be covered with water, so just be careful. Yeah. Otherwise, it's a nice, calm weekend.
No umbrellas.
Yes.
No rain jackets.
Yes.
You can get outside.
Just beginning this stretch of dry weather that's going to continue for at least another week, which includes for the 49ers playoff games to take on Dallas on Sunday afternoon. So let's take a look at the forecast. It's looking good overall. Temperature at game time, which kickoff is at 3:30, is going to be in the upper 50s. There are going to be some high clouds passing through, just filtering that sunshine, not entirely blocking it. So if you sit on the eastern side of the stadium in that sunlight, just make sure you bring your sunglasses, and everybody should bring a sweatshirt or a jacket to put on, because that kickoff temperature is going to be significantly cooler by the second half. Keep in mind, the sun goes down around halftime, so the second half of the game is going to be after dark, and temperatures are going to be dropping off quickly. That little layer of clouds overhead is not going to be very efficient at holding any warmth near the ground. Let's take a look at the rest of the forecast as we head into this last weekend. It's not last weekend, the second to last weekend in January. High pressure building in the atmosphere overhead. What that means is a calm weather pattern. The position of this area of high pressure, just a hill of air in the atmosphere. Everything flows clockwise around it, which means offshore winds are going to be with us throughout the weekend. A little breezier on Sunday, so the breeze may be noticeable for the second half of the weekend, including if you're going to be out in Santa Clara at the Niners game. Some passing of the clouds overhead, but no moisture out of those clouds. Let's check out Futurecast, and clear skies tonight, and without any blanket of cloud cover, temperatures are going to drop off quickly. It's going to be chilly out there to begin the day Saturday. A few clouds Saturday and Sunday, but again, they are going to be hardly even noticeable overhead. And then we're back to full sunshine as we start off next week. No rain anywhere close to us as we head through the next several days. The drier than normal conditions likely to continue almost until the end of January. The 6 to 10 day outlook takes us to the second to last day of January. Significant chance of drier than normal conditions in that time frame, but then things shift a bit, and eventually we do want the shower chances to return. We don't necessarily want the parade of atmospheric rivers to return. There's a pretty good chance of wetter than normal conditions to set up, not just for the Bay Area, but most of the western U.S. as we start off the month of February. It's the long-range forecast. We'll keep an eye on that as we head through the next several days while we enjoy this chance to kind of recover from what just happened and dry out. Let the soil dry out as well. Pretty sunset as we look outside right now. Temperatures are in the upper 50s, upper 40s and low 50s. 48 degrees in Livermore. Still holding on to 57 degrees in Santa Rosa, where you did manage to touch 60 degrees earlier today. Temperatures tonight are going to be cold inland. Those temperatures in the low 30s, below average, but only about 7, maybe 8 degrees below average, and nowhere close to record territory. Temperatures bottoming out around 40 degrees around the bay. High temperatures tomorrow. When you start off chilly, it's just hard for that weak January sunshine to warm you up a whole lot. So we're only going to make it up into the low to mid 50s in most locations, but some upper 50s around Santa Rosa once again, and some upper 50s in San Jose, the least cool spots on the map. And we are going to return to near average temperatures by next week. That means a mix of upper 50s and low 60s, even slightly above average temperatures, especially by Thursday and Friday next week. More spots, especially farther inland, reaching up into the low to mid 60s, and emphasizing it once again, it is a completely rain-free 7-day forecast.